Welcome to another edition of Movie Torture. I'm Roger, one of the regular hosts of this show, along here with my buddy Brad. Brad, what are we thinking? You have a good week?
I have had a good week. I'm kind of sad. Producer Gary's off again this week.
2 straight weeks.
2 straight weeks. He took that money and run. He came to us and Jerry Maguire'd us, right? He said, show me the money. We showed him the money.
Yeah.
And he left.
Exactly.
And he's missing a superhero movie, which if you know Producer Gary, he knows his superheroes. And he's not here tonight. So pour one out for Producer Gary tonight because sadly you just got me and Roger. If you like me and Roger, you're in luck. If you like Gary, too bad, so sad.
Maybe we shouldn't tell people when he's not on here. That way they won't immediately turn it off or wait till the end, you know.
Well, I saw Producer Gary before we were recording. He FaceTimed me to ask me if the G-Girl costume he had on looked good enough for going out. I said, sure, Gary, if you want to be G-Girl tonight, by all means be G-Girl. So right now, Gary's out in town dressed as G-Girl for a costume party.
Jeez. I can't, that sight alone.
Roger did what we see in every bad movie. He just threw up. And, but what movie are we watching tonight, Roger? Wait, are we concluding? We're concluding tonight.
Of Opposites Attract.
Opposites Attract month.
Yeah.
What movie are we concluding it with?
My Super Ex-Girlfriend.
Have you ever had a girlfriend that was super? That's an ex? I can't think of one.
I prefer not to comment.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You can't. We got to say no.
Yeah. No.
It's a no-win situation.
No.
Producer Gary. Yeah, he's not here. Yeah. We would ask him that.
So this movie was released in July of 2006. The budget for making the movie was $30 million, and the box office it got 61. So
hold on. The budget for this movie was $30 million, but that box office was worldwide, right? Not domestic.
Yeah, it was worldwide. Yeah,
this movie tanked huge, right?
It made double though. I mean, it's
still a tank. When did they release this movie?
2006.
When? What time in 2006?
It was July 31st.
This movie's not a July movie. They should have released this movie on Valentine's, right?
Yeah, that would have been a good one, yeah.
I don't think this movie knows what it is, really. Who are they trying to appeal to in this movie? But anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. You're talking about the $30 million budget, which, what did they spend that on?
Special effects, probably.
Which looked like garbage.
Yeah.
What else?
Uma Thurman.
Her wig?
Yeah, maybe so.
We're going to talk about that, too. I've got some thoughts about that wig.
But it had a great cast. Many of whom were kind of early in their stages, before they hit real famous. We had, Uma Thurman.
Okay. But she's making a return visit. Her last visit on here was Batman and Robin.
Exactly.
Okay, who else?
Luke Wilson. Not the good Wilson brother, but the other Wilson brother.
I like Luke, though.
I'm more of an Owen fan.
You are?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
Then we had Anna Faris, who played a great character in the movie.
She's funny.
Yes, she is.
She would have played a... Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah. Rainn Wilson.
Dwight Schrute.
Yes. Great.
This was just starting. He had just gotten on The Office at this point, right? Great
character. Wanda Sykes. This was one of my least favorite Wanda Sykes roles.
But she's always funny, though. I liked her in this movie.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just didn't. Her as somebody who's kind of like the Karen of the movie.
She was definitely a Karen.
Yeah, I just didn't. I don't see her that way. I see her more like the little rebel who makes comments about everybody. Mark Consuelos.
Did you say Eddie Izzard?
Oh yeah, we can talk about him later. That's
we got a lot to share.
I did not know what
you're gonna share. Yeah. Yes, I told my wife that. She would not watch this movie with me, by the way.
She wouldn't?
Nope. Had to watch it all by my lonesome.
I mean, she's a superhero, but she didn't want to watch one of her peers? I mean...
Nope, she didn't. I call her K-Girl at home. I thought maybe she'd have something in common with G-Girl. Nothing.
So, yeah, Mark Consuelos, who was the husband to Kelly Ripa.
Mark Ripa then, right?
Yeah, that's sweet.
He's an underwear model.
He's so hard looking for work, he's co-hosting with her again.
Oh, my gosh. I'll pass.
But so, yeah, those are some of the characters in the movie. Storyline, well, that comes back to Brad's 1 minute plot.
So basically, Luke Wilson is a average dude architect, because they're always architects, right? And he hapless, has no life, basically a loser. And he meets a girl who's a dork and finds out that she's G-Girl, who saves people in this town. There's a villain, Bedlam, Professor Bedlam, who is a villain, or is he? And basically, her boyfriend, Luke Wilson, has a friend who's a horn dog, sex addict, I would assume. And he has a coworker who he really loves.
I think he's more of a creeper.
He's more of a creeper. I don't think he's actually having sex.
No,
and
he's trying to.
He's trying. And Anna Faris is his good-looking best friend who he really likes. And basically they end up fighting, and he breaks up with the superhero. She ends up being a stalker. And blah, blah, blah. At the end, he ends up with Anna Faris. Boom. There's so much to talk about in this movie. Roger, let's talk about it. Opening part of this movie. What are your thoughts?
Well, like you said, Luke Wilson's character is a nice guy. Seems to be a nice guy. Kind of everybody kind of likes, find him funny, and but he mentions he pretty much has dated crazy women. That seems to be the reputation with Anna Faris's character brings that up. Rainn Wilson. It's like he's dated female versions of Rainn Wilson from the movie. And
he was basically, if you listen to last week's episode, he was doing what we said Ronald should have been doing with the telescope. He was scoping out Anna Faris's butt on the ladder, right?
Oh, yeah. He was caught.
He was caught red-handed. You ever been caught scoping when you were dating?
No.
You wear sunglasses, right?
No, not. There have been times where I may have been caught like with my eyes down when they should have been up in certain situations. But nobody, I've never, that was back when my younger years, not now, but yeah, which is truly embarrassing, but I've never been called out on it before.
Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't done that.
Yeah.
I try not to.
No.
But, okay, so he's looking at her booty, and you realize this guy doesn't have a lot going on in his life. Would this movie have been better with Owen Wilson instead of Luke Wilson?
I don't know if his sarcasm would have fit as much in this one.
See, I'm a Luke Wilson fan. I think he's underrated. He was great in Old School.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Vince Vaughn would have been really good in this movie as the guy.
Really?
Yeah, just the arguments him and Uma Thurman could have had.
Oh my gosh, the torture that she was
he
putting.
Would have called her, and stuff like
He would do his little fast talking about, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't. And then she's like torturing his life.
Yeah.
And he can't. He's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And like he's showing up with like a bruise on his arm.
Yeah.
Like in a cast. There's so much more they could have done with this movie, Roger.
Yeah.
That they didn't do.
Yeah. They
left it on the table. I think this movie could be remade, and we will talk about remakes.
Yeah. So, as we get into it, we realize that Uma Thurman's playing a superhero who, constantly saving the world.
G-Girl, laziest superhero name of all time, right?
Yeah.
I want to be like, okay, what should we call the superhero? Okay, let's call her, she's a girl, so we'll take the G, and we'll call her G-Girl.
What do you think the G's for?
Oh, my good girl, maybe?
I didn't think about that, yeah.
I mean, there's so many dumb... there's so many better names. They could have called her Fury.
Yeah.
They could have called her the Red Storm.
Viper.
Cobra. They could have called her
Cougar.
Cougar. They could have called her Uma.
Yeah.
It would have been better. Okay, so let's talk about the casting of Uma. Uma Thurman, did she show up to casting call? They're like, okay, Uma, we want you to come in, but please bring the same wig you wore in Batman and Robin, because we're going to put it on you again in this movie. The wig was bad in Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Uma's the worst at wearing wigs. She has to be a blonde in every movie.
Yeah.
She is beautiful as a blonde. She is ugly as a brunette.
Really? You didn't like her?
I don't like her
Pulp
as a
Fiction?
She had black hair in that movie.
Yeah.
She was fine with black hair.
Yeah.
But that brunette dorky wig she wears,
Yeah.
that she must keep at her house and is ready for any call. I got the wig. I'm coming. Tarantino, I'll bring... No, Uma. Leave the wig at home.
Are they still together?
No. We're going to leave you in your blonde hair for Kill Bill. This is post-Kill Bill. Uma should not be slumming it in this movie.
Yeah.
What is she doing? Who is her agent? They need to be fired. She should not be. I think, I'm going to throw it out there, Roger, because I got a lot of pent-up stuff about this movie. Anna Faris would have been better as G-Girl. If you made her, she's got the comic chops. She's funny in Scary Movie. You ever seen her in Scary Movie?
Yeah.
She's great in that movie. She's great in The House Bunny. Remember that?
She was good in the show Mom. That was on TV for a while.
That was all after. It was House Bunny after this movie or before it? It was after, right?
Yeah.
She hasn't married Chris Pratt yet in this. But I didn't like her eyebrows. Couldn't hardly see them. Needs to darken the eyebrows. But she'd have been better as G-Girl. Honestly think she would have been funny. Like, you need a girl that enjoys torturing. Is his name Pete? What's his name? Well, I don't even know. Luke Wilson. Matt
Saunders.
You gotta have a girl that just gets her jollies torturing Matt.
Mm-hmm.
We need to see more torture. She needs to be like the Jigsaw. And Matt wakes up in a chamber.
Yeah. There were a few scenes where Matt was being tortured.
I don't understand. It just kills me. Uma in that brown wig. Please, Roger, let's not do another Uma movie where she has that wig on. I hope that wig does not. Does she have it at her house?
Probably so.
On the call, ready.
Probably has many wigs there.
I think we talked about this in our previous Uma episode. Best Uma performance. What did you say? You liked her in Kill Bill, right?
No, I liked her.
Or Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, she was good in that.
I liked her in Kill Bill. Best Uma performance for me. Worst Uma performance, by far, Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
She was good in that movie. Like, she brought it.
I didn't like the character over. I don't think it was her as much as the character.
I think she's lazier in this movie than she was in Batman and Robin. I don't think she brought it in this movie like she did in Batman and Robin.
Oh, no. I think she
was chewing that scenery up in Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
It's close, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the movie. Where were we at? So he has a horn dog friend who is all about... How many times did he scope out ladies' butts in this movie?
Oh, and that, and then hitting on the chick at the bar.
Oh, my gosh. He would be Me Too'd, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's going to get canceled.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
Definitely so.
He has to be canceled. He looks so young in this movie, too. When we were watching it, I was like, hey, that's the dude from The Meg. Because that's where my son knows him from. Not from The Office, from The Meg. Meg 2 coming out. It's already out. I want to go see it. Rainn Wilson's good in this movie, though.
I think he played
He might be my favorite character in this movie. Because he brought it. Like, he came to this movie and said, you know what? I'm going to be in my Super Ex-Girlfriend.
I'm going to be the creepiest creeper I can be in this movie.
He watched a lot of, like, To Catch a Predators before he came in just to see what they do. He was like, where's Chris Harrison at? Or Chris Hansen. Not the Bachelor, Chris Harrison.
Yeah. Or he probably watched some of Revenge of the Nerds and Booger.
Oh, he's basically Booger, right?
Yeah, Booger without picking his nose.
Oh, he should have just picked his nose, man. So Matt gets the girl, and he sees her get hit by a car. She has to come clean at that point, right? Because how can she defend? How can she say, I didn't mean, like, I survived that?
Yeah.
Is G-Girl the only superhero in town?
Well, I guess it would seem that way because of what happened there, in the restaurant scene where, the missile's coming for the Earth and,
gosh.
She doesn't want to get up and go save everybody because she's afraid that, Anna Faris will steal them away.
She's like, nah, we're good. Like,
Yeah.
she was just going to let everything bomb away.
I want some more bread.
Okay, the villain in the movie, Bedlam. I don't think he's the villain. I think the true villain is G-Girl. She's the villain of this movie.
Yeah, there was a point where when I first watched it, I was like, oh, they're going to kill her? Oh, that's awesome. Because that's how much I hated the character.
You hated G-Girl.
Yeah.
Would you want to date G-Girl?
No.
I wouldn't either. Do you think Rainn Wilson gave good advice to Matt on breaking up with her?
Of course not. His advice was horrible throughout the whole movie.
I would do whatever he said. I would do the opposite.
Yeah.
But she's the true villain. She's the bad guy of this movie.
Yeah, I think
Not Bedlam.
Yeah.
He just loves her. And he wants her back.
Yeah.
She is a total pill in this movie. Like, there is no way.
I'm sorry. A woman throws a shark at me, I'm done.
The shark scene was... Are we to believe... Now, let's get to that shark scene. Are we to believe that G-Girl went into the ocean, picked up a shark, flew in the air to his apartment, threw the shark, and then the shark, not grasping to live, is now chasing at... Do you think Sharknado was inspired by G-Girl in Super Ex-Girlfriend?
Could have been.
That was the dumbest scene I've ever seen. One of the dumbest scenes of any movie.
Yeah.
And Anna Faris is
but
like...
I laughed at it.
Yeah, I was laughing, but Anna Faris is like, oh my God, what's going on? And I like hearing the shark get hit by the car. Like, you're like, okay, they just killed the shark.
Yeah.
Like, why is this not big news? Like, how did was that a great white?
I don't know. It was a big shark. That's all I know.
It was a huge shark.
Yeah.
She's that vindictive. How about when he breaks up with her, right?
Yeah.
He has the most amazing sex with her. We learned this because he marches down the street to possibly the worst cover of Joker from Steve Miller Band I've ever heard in my life. He can't even hardly walk, right? He's kind of limping.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, this guy finally, he's like a typical dude, right? He gets what he's never had and he doesn't want it anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm good. Most women listen to this are like, yeah, I know that guy. He's like, I get what I want. What? But I give Matt credit.
Yeah.
He admits halfway through, wait a minute, I love Anna Faris.
Yeah.
Saw her in the house bunny. I want to date her now. I like how he admits that. What do you think, Raj?
Yeah, I thought he picked up on her vibes, finally, I guess, when the boyfriend was mistreating her. I want to go back to the breakup stuff. What's like the worst breakup you've had, or like either you broke up with a girl or she broke up with you?
Oh my gosh. I had a breakup story. So I was dating this girl that I did not like anymore. And I didn't know how to break up with her. And she was crazy. I hated being with her. Hopefully she's not a listener to this podcast. But I remember I was out to eat with my folks. And I was telling them, I just cannot stand dating this girl. Lo and behold, butt dialed. She heard the whole conversation through the butt dial. So I got to break up with her. Now, are you asking what's the worst way I've been broken up with, or I broke up with a girl?
Either. I was going
That's probably the worst. I mean, for her, that had to be horrible. Like, would you want to get broke up with by listening to a side conversation about how bad you are?
No, no.
Yeah. I feel bad for that, but it made it easy. I'm like, hey, you heard it. That's how I feel. Boom. Next. End up getting married later. Not to her. That's not my wife now. That's not Super K.
Okay. Now, you said got married to her.
No, I got married later after her.
Okay.
To Super K.
Yeah.
Not to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think between my divorce and being remarried, I kind of went through the dating pool, and probably one of the worst breakups I had. Not really worse as in like, I cried kind of thing, but it was like, I was dating somebody and things were going well, and then all of a sudden she just out of nowhere just says, I'm moving on, and pretty much ghosted me. And I could figure out, I assumed that maybe she met somebody else, was talking to somebody else, went with them. So, but yeah, it was, those dating years in my 30s or in 40s were horrible.
I don't ever want to go back to dating again.
No.
I don't envy anyone that I think it's worse today. Like, I couldn't even imagine. What did you think about when he going back to the way he got her, chasing the purse snatcher?
I thought I thought they added the great part in the end, like where when he calls him an a-hole and the guy comes back to get him. I thought that was like not the regular movie scene. I mean, because usually the criminal runs away, and he came back to get him, which I thought was pretty funny. And then he started running away. And
he hid in a dumpster. Have you ever gone? I want to ask you. Have you ever gone dumpster diving? When
I used to work at Baptist Bookstore, the one up in Roanoke, Virginia, we would only get the trash would only get emptied out once a week out back. So there were times that we had so many boxes and stuff in there. I would climb in. I would jump up and down to crush the boxes so we could fit more in. So
I bet he stunk, right?
No, I mean, because
not you, him.
Who?
Matt, when he jumped.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That was a gross dumpster.
Yeah.
But you've never actually went in and got stuff. There's people that actually film YouTube videos where they go like behind a Best Buy and they find really good stuff in the dumpster.
Oh really?
Yeah, you can find. I would not dumpster dive.
No.
I don't want to hop in garbage.
No.
I don't even like picking things out of my own garbage can in my house.
Yeah.
Once it's in there, it's soiled. I don't want to stick my hand in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was basically just jumping up and down on cardboard boxes. If it was straight trash, there was no way.
That's understandable.
But if you ran around the back of that mall where I was doing that, you would have probably laughed and took a video of, hey, look at this moron jumping up and down in the trash can.
That's funny.
Crushing boxes.
I love how we got to see a flip phone in this movie.
Yeah, that was all everybody had.
Yeah, it took me back to the pre-iPhone days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think, if you've listened to our made-up movie from, I think it was July, if you haven't, go listen to Made Up Movie in July. Do you think Superflex from our made-up movie could live in G-Girl's world?
Probably could. I would think so.
I think he could. Do you think he could beat G-Girl in a fight?
I don't know. She was pretty nasty. I think she probably would have took him to town.
What was her superpower? Was just flash and flying, right?
I mean, she could do like the heat eyes, the heat vision.
Basically Superman.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Very uncreative superhero. Superflex way better than G-Girl.
Yeah.
Would this movie been better if it had been a dude as a superhero, my super ex-boyfriend?
I don't know.
Because
that's kind of like that show on is it on Prime?
The Boys?
Yeah, The Boys.
Yeah. This movie's directed by Ivan Reitman, though.
Yeah.
And he's directed, Ghostbusters.
Stripes.
He's a great director.
Yeah.
He's dead now.
Yep.
But this movie, I don't understand what he wanted out of this movie. I don't think he was getting what he thought he was getting out of this movie. Because I don't think this movie knows what it is. Is it trying to appeal to chicks? Trying to appeal to superhero fans? Like, what's it? Who's its audience? Because it's not me and you.
Probably those guys who sit in their basement and play video games. And
Producer Gary? That's who they're appealing to? Hey, Mom, I'm going to watch Super Ex-Girlfriend because she's hot and she flies. Do you think so? Like, is that who we're appealing to?
Probably so, yeah.
So this is Producer Gary's movie, and he's not even here.
You know.
Yeah. Shame on
What character would he have played in this movie?
Oh, okay. If Producer Gary was in this movie, I feel like he could have played one of her previous boyfriends who was getting tortured. See, I think there needed to be like a support group scene where there was a bunch of guys that have been tortured by G-Girl, and they're like, hey, she blew my house up because she put his car in outer space and put "You Suck" on it, which was funny. One of the funniest scenes. I think Gary could have been an ex, or Gary could have played his friend.
I would think he would have been he would bring it he'd be a friend that would be the total opposite of the Rainn Wilson character. He'd be like, where Rainn Wilson was telling him to be do creepy things. This guy would be like, no, you're an idiot. You need to be romantic and you need to,
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
He's telling him to do the right things, but he's ignoring it.
Exactly. That's the kind of guy Gary is, so.
He's a good dude. Ladies, if you're looking for a date, Gary's a great date. He's a great catch. And he doesn't live in his basement with his mom.
No. He does like mac and cheese, though.
I gotta eat some mac and cheese, Mom. We're gonna watch Super Ex-Girlfriend today, Mom. This is gonna be a good movie.
That's Producer Gary talking about Uma.
It's got Uma Thurman in it, Mom.
As our listeners have turned down the volume in the car.
Yeah, it probably got really loud at that point. But so in this movie, let's talk about Bedlam. He's got his henchman who keeps running the doors.
Did you know one of them was a WWE wrestler at one time?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they had like two Guido kind of guys, and he was one of the guys in the tag team.
Really?
Yep.
I just yawned, listeners. I was yawning for a second. Not that this podcast is boring me, but I had to yawn. What's your thoughts on Bedlam?
He wasn't evil enough. I don't think. I
don't think he's a bad guy.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. Just because he would have killed him. I would think you would think he would have killed him right away.
Killed Matt
out of jealousy. Yeah, why
didn't he kill Matt? And he didn't live in like a lair, he lived in what looked like a granny's house.
Yeah. And he had a big clumsy Guido, that would bump in everything and knock everything over.
He seemed like a dude you just want to hang out with.
Well, yeah, from this movie, but not in real life.
So, what in real life? He's now what? Tell us.
I don't think he knows what he is. From what it says in Wikipedia, basically, he is. I'm going to pull it up here real quick. Sorry.
He is.
He identifies as gender fluid and calls himself somewhat boyish and somewhat girlish. She uses the word transgender as an umbrella term. When asked in 2019 what pronouns she preferred, she responded either he or she and explained, if I'm in boy mode, then he, in girl mode, then she.
That's even more confusing here in that. Would we cast whatever they are, would we cast them in my Can't Buy Me Love remake?
No, and this is a current picture. I'm going to show Brad a current.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She looks like an old lady who won a pie contest.
Yeah. Like one of those British comedians who dresses like a woman that's a man in real life.
Like Benny Hill dresses a woman.
Yeah.
It's really, that's weird. Eddie Izzard's funny. You can tell he's fighting back the British accent in this movie. He's having a hard time, sticking to the American accent. Does a pretty good job, though. But did not know that about him. He's gender fluid. They, them, she, him. I don't know. But anyway, we could put them in the.
And from that picture, I'd say it would probably be the.
Probably. Can't Buy Me Love. We've probably been canceled by a lot of subscribers at this point, Raj. So in this movie, Bedlam just has a secret creepy room where he looks at all the artifacts from G-Girl. Right?
Yeah.
And he's created a rock to neutralize G-Girl because he just wants her to be normal again. He wants to go back. They were about.
So how did he go back and get a piece of that rock that fell that she
Roger,
touched?
we don't need to know that.
You know, that was missing in the plot.
There's a lot missing.
I mean, this plot was solid until that part.
This was like the Schindler's List of superhero movies. It was that great until we didn't know where he got the rock from. But, Roger, we're not supposed to ask those questions. We're just supposed to go along with it. He wants to neutralize her because they were about to do the deed, and then this meteor fell down. She touched it. All of a sudden, weirdly grew boobs and looked totally different, but then walked into school like she owned it. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
And he's just been chasing after her ever since.
Yeah.
He's like every dude that loves one girl, and he just wants her to be his girl.
When a man loves a woman.
That's exactly what he's doing. But Matt gets in the way. But then Matt's smart. He's like, I don't want to be with this girl. I want to be with Anna Faris. So he has the rock. And what does Anna Faris do with the rock?
She touches it.
And now she becomes a G-Girl.
Yeah. G-Girl Jr.?
G-Girl Jr. So now they're fighting.
Yeah.
Nice little cat fight going on here, right? Could you imagine two superhero girls fighting over you? Because they're fighting over Matt.
That would be pretty awesome, you know?
Yeah. Superflex is fighting. They're all fighting. We need Superflex in this movie. We do. We need a lot in this movie. But, okay, so they're fighting. What happens? They fight, and
then Luke Wilson gives the speech of, can't we all get along?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But we forgot about Bedlam. We need to bring Bedlam back up. He did hang Luke Wilson from the Statue of Liberty, which that would make me mad.
Oh yeah.
G-Girl saves him.
Yes, she does.
They're broke up at the point, though, right?
No, they were still together.
Oh, they were still together?
Yeah, because that was when he was picked up in the car, and out of nowhere.
Did you nap in this movie at all?
No, not this one.
I did. I dozed for a couple minutes in this movie because my wife always insists. She's like, if you're gonna fall asleep in the movies you're making me watch, that can't happen.
Yeah.
But that's why she refused to watch this movie. She didn't want to see me sleep.
Yeah.
So at the end, there's not a lot in this movie really. It's pretty straightforward. Mm-hmm. It's superhero for dummies. Uma Thurman brings her Batman wig into this party. Anna Faris and her get along at the end. Were they setting this up for a My Super Ex-Girlfriend 2?
I don't think so.
You don't?
I don't think so.
Did you like the closing credits with the heads on the card? It was so creepy and weird.
Yeah, it was kind of creepy.
Like, what are we watching here?
Yeah.
I do like the fact that his friend gets to bed the girl he flirted with the whole movie. He ends up with her.
Yeah.
And he said, well, actually, it's been 2,000-something days since he's been... I was like, oh, my gosh, dude. Any more thoughts on this movie? At the end, he ends up with Anna Faris, and they crash. Oh, they crashed a fashion show, Roger. Ever been to a fashion show?
I have not. Have you?
I was in one time.
Here comes one of Brad's lies.
Okay, I was never in a fashion show. I was an underwear model, and I got paid money to model Calvin Klein's. That was my gig. And then I woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any other thing you want to say about this movie, Roger? Well, we got reviews. What's the reviews look like?
I was kind of scoping out the bartender that Rainn Wilson was checking out her. She had done many more movies. The box office was kind of like the other, Can't Buy Me Love. Was at a rating of Rotten Tomatoes of about 40%.
40%.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
wait, Can't Buy Me Love was 40%?
no, they were 50.
It should have been higher than that.
So My Super Ex-Girlfriend, by one critic, is only sporadically amusing spoof on the superhero genre that misses the mark with a nerd turned superwoman who embodies sexist cliches. Another one from Rolling Stone said, if the script for this comic spin on Fatal Attraction were only a tenth as hot as Uma Thurman, director Ivan Reitman may have had something here. So one guy said that Uma Thurman, a female superhero with emotional problems and dating issue, doesn't so much fight the forces of evil in battle as she does a wit-starved movie.
I agree with a lot of that. EB writes in our Amazon 5-star reviews, I love this movie. I watched it many times. Wish I could find it. But this one is good and better clarity than I recorded. He recorded this movie in the past, which is weird. How many times could you watch this movie, Roger?
I've watched it twice.
I never want to watch it again.
Nah, neither.
This Sam writes, horrible movie, but I'm a fan of Uma Thurman after Kill Bill 1, not 2. I realize she's a great actress. Someone needs to see that talent other than me. I'm sorry about Kill Bill 2. I wanted the Black Mamba to kill everyone. I love how this guy killed everyone involved in the movie, but the snake started laughing and said, I have to find something worth biting. Uma, when you're told that piece of crap to leave after he cheated on you, I really liked you. He is so less and you are so more, and I'm gay. There's so much to unpack in Sam's comment. First off, he took the opportunity to review Super Ex-Girlfriend.
And
No, not even to talk about that movie. He wants to talk about Kill Bill 2.
Yeah.
And he apologizes
and then
for
he comes out at the end.
Then he says that I'm gay.
Yeah.
Is this his coming out letter? You think he goes home and his dad's like, honey, I think our son might be gay. And he's like, Dad, I wrote a review on Amazon about Super Ex-Girlfriend. Can you read that? And his dad's like, well, sure, son. You're gay? That's the way he came out. Just like that. Is that a power move way to come out? By write a review and just add in the end, I'm gay? Because what did I'm gay matter to his review?
Nothing at all.
He's definitely an Uma Thurman fan.
Or maybe he was the villain. Who was it?
Bedlam?
Yeah, Bedlam. Maybe he was
the
a
villain
Bedlam.
is G-Girl. Brianna Martin writes, has always been one of my favorite movies. Hysterical, amazingly funny. Brianna must have no sense of humor, first off.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in their right sane mind would call this amazingly funny, right? How many times did you laugh out loud in this movie, other than the shark scene, because you said you liked that scene?
Yeah. That was it.
When she bust a hole in his condo or apartment, I would be so furious about it. I kept thinking, what's he going to have to do to fix that?
Yeah.
How much money?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, quite a bit. So
On a young architect's salary, especially.
Oh, you think he's making bank?
I don't know. I didn't think so until he went out to the building site. That was a pretty huge project.
He took firing like the girls took it in Ghostbusters. He's like, oh, well, I got fired.
Yeah.
Like, I would be just crying if I got fired. I'd be like, oh, my gosh, I got fired.
Yeah.
Like, he just was like, oh, well.
Yeah.
I got fired.
I guess he didn't have a wife and children to support, so, maybe he had some money saved up on the side. I don't know.
Would he in the update be like an Uber driver, or he gets a job for like Instacart or DoorDash, but he always brings your food cold? Is he the type of guy who would eat some of your fries from DoorDash?
Maybe so, yeah. Or Maybe he ends up the superheroes hire him to build their Hall of Justice.
Oh my gosh, Bedlam could have hired him to build his lair.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you think he's friends with Bedlam after this? Like him and Bedlam like go watch like Yankee games together? Are they in New York City? Are they even in New York City?
I think they were. I think that was the setting.
Had to be, right?
Yeah, seemed to be.
And we didn't really talk about this, but when he flagged the taxi down, they didn't stop, and she like blew it back with her. Would the taxi guy want them in the car? Would he be like, "Yo, I don't understand why my taxi just went backwards"?
Yeah.
Like something. There's so many off-putting weird things in this movie.
Yeah.
Roger, is this movie torture or is this movie gold?
This drifts towards the torture side. There's some good characters in the movie, but so underused and not used the right way. So yeah, I would go torture.
I'm gonna go movie torture, but it's not Batman and Robin level. It's not TMNT level. It's not as good as last week's movie, Can't Buy Me Love.
And it's the hottie and naughty. It's not as bad as that.
It's not as bad as that. It's just a blah movie. You're just like,
yeah.
I like this an hour and 36 minutes. That's the right. It could have needed to be an hour and 26 minutes.
It's a movie that maybe 5 years later after you see it, you're like, did I ever watch that movie? It's that forgettable.
It's so forgettable.
Yeah.
And I've watched it one time back when it came out. I was excited to watch it. I'm like, I'm going to watch this movie. I was like, yeah, I think it's better now than it was then for me, just because, again, you're watching old stuff. But, it doesn't age well. It's not age well. It's not a good movie. I would not recommend it. I'm not with Brianna. It's not hysterical. And Sam, he came out to this movie. So he's gay now because he watched my super ex-girlfriend. So, yeah, this is movie torture, man. I don't want to watch this again, but next week we're kicking off our football month of movies. We're going to be talking about bad movies, bad football movies, because it's NFL month, right?
Yeah.
We kick off football in September, so we're going to be scoring a lot of safeties, a lot of 2-pointers, and our first movie, Roger, The Replacements.
Yeah. I won't go into some of our discussions about this movie. I don't want to ruin it for everybody. But there will be some hot debates in these movies coming up next 4 editions.
Oh, yeah, because if you don't know, listeners, Roger and I are big sports fans. We love sports. And we actually have the first lady of movie torture next week on The Replacements. She's coming in. Yeah, Hannah, first lady of movie torture, Hannah, coming in. She's going to talk about Replacements. And I'm excited to catch up with Hannah.
I say at some point during the month we do some trivia football quiz questions for producer Gary.
Ooh, we should do that one for when we do the not the replay. We should do that one like the second or third week.
Yeah.
Like have quiz. Like he's not going to know me. He doesn't know sports.
Yeah, that'll be the fun part.
Yeah, he doesn't know sports at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would be so sad if my son didn't know sports.
Yeah, my son's a geek like me. Is actually gets paid for it. So
Yeah, your son has a great job.
Yeah.
Producer Gary, though, he's more into ladies than footballs.
He's the ladies' man.
He's a ladies' man. He's got his beret on from Can't Buy Me Love. He's dressed as G-Girl tonight.
Hawaiian shirt with
G-Girl costume. Hey, for producer Gary and his G-Girl costume, for my good friend Roger, my name is Brad. We'll see you next week on Movie Torture.